Now, the Congress has filed a complaint with the Election Commission of India against Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party, citing a series of grievances. Among these complaints, the party has objected to the Prime Minister's description of its manifesto as an imprint of the Muslim League. Earlier, during a political rally, Prime Minister Modi has hit out at the Grand Old Party's manifesto and stated that it is a bundle of lies and every page of the document reeks of attempts to tear India apart. Now, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has claimed that the party's manifesto reflects the hopes and aspirations of 140 crore people of India. And following Prime Minister Modi's jibe at the Congress has now moved to the ECI. Meanwhile, my colleague Anand Singh, who is a special correspondent, joins us on the broadcast with further details. Anand, slugfest between the BJP and the Congress continuing as the polls inch closer. The BJP, of course, led by Prime Minister Modi, have been hitting out at the Congress party's manifesto. PM Modi has claimed that this manifesto is that of the Muslim League as well as that akin to what communists put out. Meanwhile, the Congress has approached the ECI now.
Yeah, look, Congress released its manifesto on April 5th at its party headquarters, where all the senior leaders of the party, including Party Chief Mallikarjun Kharge, CPP Chairperson Sonia Gandhi, then former Party Chief Rahul Gandhi, and several of the top leaders of the Congress were present. And the party announced that under 5 pillars, it will provide 25 guaranteed. Soon after the Congress manifesto was released, the BJP hit back at the Congress, and especially Prime Minister Narendra Modi compared it that it seeks to divide the nation and it gives the imprint of Muslim League. Now, the Congress is yesterday, Congress delegation approached the Election Commission of India, which was led by former Union Minister Salman Khurshid, Pawan Khera, Mukul Wasnik, and Gurdeep Singh Sappal. So all these leaders in their complaint to the Election Commission and poll panel highlighted that how the remarks of the Prime Minister is not in a constitutional manner, and they have demanded that this kind of remarks should be avoided by the Prime Minister himself. So now it's up to the Election Commission that what action they are going to take on the Congress complaint.
All right, we will keep an eye out on those developments. Meanwhile, joining us is RP Singh, BJP National Spokesperson. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on NewsX. Congress has moved Election Commission against Prime Minister Modi on his comments regarding their party's manifesto. What do you make of this action by the Congress party? Do you think it holds any weight?
Well, they are within the right to do that, but fact, Prime Minister has said it as a fact. Fact is that the Congress manifesto reflects of the Muslim League's ideology of 1947, 45, 46, where they said for a separate law for Muslims, separate law for Sharia law for Muslims, reservations on account of religion. So this was there in the Muslim League's agenda, and the same agenda has been followed by the Congress now in 2024, when they say that even the Supreme Court or the court judges will be appointed as per the religion. I mean, keeping in mind the religion in mind, and also that they will bring back the Sharia law and the personal laws, whereas countries moving ahead with the Uniform Civil Code.
All right, sir. One follow-up to that. Yesterday itself, Rahul Gandhi had stated that they would, in fact, conduct a wealth survey as well. Prime Minister Modi had earlier called the Congress's party manifesto as communist as well. Do you think now the PM statement holds true?
Well, they were in ruling for many years. So they could have done all this when they were ruling in the country. But the distribution of the wealth to the common man is being taken care of by the Prime Minister when he ensures that more than 10 crore women get gas cylinder, when more than 55 crore people get the health services given by the Government of India under a Prime Minister's scheme of Ayushman Bharat, or the farmers get Kisan Samman Nidhi. So that's the real distribution of the wealth to the poorest and poor.
All right, sir. With that, I would like to thank you for joining us. Meanwhile, we also have Jay Karan Verma of the Congress Party who's joining us on the broadcast this morning. You've heard what RP Singh has to say. What would your response be to the BJP?
नहीं, देखिए, कांग्रेस पार्टी का जो न्याय पत्र है, घोषणा पत्र है, ये देश के हित को है। देश में जो बेरोजगारी है, देश में जो महिलाओं के साथ अन्याय है, देश में जो असमानता है, उसको बराबरी का दर्जा देने के लिए, देश को देश बनाए रखने के लिए माननीय राहुल गांधी जी, खड़गे साहब ने या कांग्रेस पार्टी ने एक न्याय पत्र जारी करने का काम किया है, जिससे देश में एक अलग उम्मीद है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी आएगी और देश को विकासशील से विकसित बनाने का काम करेगी, भाईचारा को मजबूत करने का काम करेगी। आज जिस प्रकार से माननीय मोदी जी की सरकार ने, भाजपा की सरकार ने देश में अस्थिरता पैदा करने का काम किया है, 4 साल बाद अग्निवीर जैसे नौजवानों को वापस करने का काम कर रही है, और वहीं एक बूढ़ा व्यक्ति कहता है कि 72-73 साल में हमें एक बार और मौका देने का काम करिए। तो देश के ये खिलाफ है, नौजवानों के खिलाफ है। एक तरफ हमारे किसानों के ऊपर गाड़ियां चढ़ाने वाले ये केंद्र में मंत्री बने बैठे हुए हैं, तो दूसरी तरफ एक किसानों की बात करते हैं। कुल मिलाकर मेरा इतना कहना है कि देश में कांग्रेस पार्टी का जो घोषणा पत्र है, न्याय पत्र है, ये एक उम्मीद की किरण है जो 2024 में कांग्रेस को आगे ले जाने का काम करेगा।
Ji, with that, I would like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast this morning.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.